where the winner is chosen by a kind of consensus method among the jury members is a very good one. You know, this is a unique one, and I think results are here for everybody to see. I have been associated with this program right from the innovation, and I've seen excellent startups coming here, and I commend the efforts made by the organizers, and I wish all the startups who are here will go back energized. And now I leave the dais for further this thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We are privileged today to be in the august presence of our visionary leaders, and we extend a very warm welcome to Shri Piyush Goyal, Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, and Textiles. A very warm welcome and a big round of applause for the Honorable Minister.
To present insights on the overall structure, methodology, evaluation process, and results of the entire exercise, a national report is being launched. State-specific reports for each of the 33 participating states and union territories have also been prepared, which includes a comprehensive analysis of the respective ecosystem of the states and union territories, and overview of the strengths and priority areas for the future. Additionally, a compendium of best practices is also being launched, which outlines exemplary initiatives adopted by our various states and union territories across 7 reform areas and 25 action points as per the 4th edition framework. We hope that these reports will provide all the stakeholders with an insight on the enormous path-breaking efforts made by the states and UTs over the course of the past 1 year, and give guidance to the team on the way forward. May I now take the privilege to invite Honorable Minister Shri Piyush Goyal ji and other dignitaries to release the national report, 33 state reports, and compendium of best practices.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. This year, we have witnessed the highest ever participation across the 4 editions of the State Startup Ranking, with 33 states and union territories participating. As per the ranking framework, all states and UTs were divided into 2 groups for evaluation purposes. The first group consisting of states and UTs with more than 1 crore population, and the second group with less than 1 crore population. Post-evaluation, these states and UTs have been categorized into 5 categories, and within each category, we will be felicitating them in alphabetical order. The categories are emerging startup ecosystems, aspiring leaders, leaders, top performers, and best performers.
I would now like to invite Honorable Minister Shri Piyush Goyal sir to felicitate the participating states and union territories as per the ranking categories.
We request everyone to enter from this side of the stage and exit from the left side of the stage. Thank you.
The first category being felicitated today is Emerging Startup Ecosystem. This category acknowledges states and union territories which are on the path of building their startup initiatives. Within this category, we have the states and union territories of Chhattisgarh, Chandigarh, Delhi, Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Mizoram, Puducherry, and Sikkim. The first state in this category is Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh is supporting startups working on sectors like renewable energy, support for startups in the SC/ST category, and women entrepreneurs. From Chhattisgarh, the officers being felicitated for their contributions are Shri Mohammad Kaisar Abdul Haq, Shri P. Arun Prasad, Shri Pravin Shukla, Shri Simon Ekka, Mr. Sanjay Rane. Okay. The next state, be ready, Chandigarh. The next in this category is the Union Territory of Chandigarh. The representative from the Union Territory of Chandigarh, we have Shri Bartendu Shandilia. The next union territory is Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu, which has facilitated financial assistance to startups through funds and grants and dedicated support to startups through mentorship. Officer being felicitated from the union territory of Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu is Shri Krishna Kumar PK. Next in this category is the NCT of Delhi. Delhi is boosting startup ecosystem with setting up of new or upgrading incubators and supporting budding student entrepreneurs. Officers being felicitated for their contributions are Shri Ranjit Singh, Shri Ankur Meshram. Next we have Jammu and Kashmir. The next union territory is Jammu and Kashmir, which has built a startup portal functioning in 3 different languages. Officers being felicitated for their contributions are Shri Asif Hamid Khan, Shri Vishal Ray, Dr. Nela Khande. The next state being felicitated in this category is Mizoram. Mizoram is building a springboard for emerging and early stage startup entrepreneurs and have launched Mizoram Rahbi 4.0. From Mizoram, officers being felicitated for their contributions are Dr. Lalri Chana, Chingtave Guite, Isaac Lumpa Chango, Vaisam Kutri Changte, Ruth Changtapui, and Sandimpui Silo. The Union Territory of Puducherry as an emerging startup ecosystem has created a robust mentor network for startups. An officer being felicitated for his contribution in Puducherry is Shri P.T. Rudra Gaud. The final state in this category is Sikkim, which has enhanced the startup ecosystem through numerous awareness programs and workshops with higher education institutions. The officers being felicitated from the state of Sikkim are Shri M. Ravi Kumar, Srimati Chodin Gyatso, and Shri Tobzin Zangpo.
Our next category is Aspiring Leaders. This category recognizes the states and UTs working towards identifying and formulating initiatives to provide support to the startups in their respective states and UT. The states and UTs being felicitated in this category are Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Bihar, Haryana, and Nagaland. The next state being felicitated in this category is Nagaland. Nagaland is conducting special awareness programs for emerging and early stage startups. From Nagaland, the officers being felicitated for their contributions are Shri Kekrivod Kevichusa and Srimati Kinerona K. Theno. The next in this category is Bihar. Government of Bihar has taken several praiseworthy initiatives. Some of them include providing incentives and financial assistance to women entrepreneurs. We have representatives from the state of Bihar.
Our next category is leaders. This category recognizes the states and union territories which have set a clear vision for their startup initiative and measurable goals for the startup community. Within this category, we have Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Goa, Madhya Pradesh, Manipur, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and Tripura. From Andhra Pradesh, the first state is Andhra Pradesh. We are providing support to startups in the sustainable sector and circular economy. Officers being felicitated for their contributions are Shri Anil Kumar Tentu, Shri Sringamala Sridhar, Srimati Lavanya Chimata, and Mr. E. Nagendra Kumar. From the state of Assam, we have the officers Shri Chinmay Prakash Phukan, Mr. Pranjal Dehingya, and Rajashi Sharma, who have set up NEET Hub and incubator to enable agri and allied agricultural startups. The next state being felicitated in this category is Madhya Pradesh. MP has taken several initiatives like awareness and outreach, development of portal, all enablers of the ecosystem. From MP, the officers being felicitated are Shri P. Narhari, Shri Rohit Singh, and Mr. Arunab Dubey. The next state we have Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh has facilitated the setting up of a dedicated UP Angel Fund network for promoting UP-based startups. From Uttar Pradesh, the officers being felicitated for their contributions are Shri Ravi Ranjan, Shri Akshay Tripathi. The next state being felicitated in this category is Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand has launched special policies for startups working in the sectors of renewable energy, rural impact, sustainability and climate change. From Uttarakhand, officers being felicitated are Dr. Pankaj Kumar Pandey, Shri Rohit Meena and Shri Rajendra Kumar. Next in line is Manipur. Manipur is providing funding support to startups through Manipur Startup Venture Fund. From Manipur, officers being felicitated for their contributions are Srimati N. Kulkarni Devi, Dr. R.K. Tombisana Singh, Shri H. Homendra Singh, Shri Leshram Jimmy. Last in this category is Tripura. Tripura is providing access to market for startups and creating a robust mentor network. Officers being felicitated are Shri Puneet Agarwal, Dr. Naresh Babu and Shri Suprakash Jamatia.
Our next category is top performers. This category recognizes states and union territories which have shown significant growth in the ecosystems and nurtured the entrepreneurs. The states being awarded in this category are Arunachal Pradesh, Maharashtra, Meghalaya, Odisha, Punjab, Rajasthan, and Telangana. The first state in this category is Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh is providing financial assistance to startups by establishing various funds like Seed Fund, Innovation Fund, and an Infrastructure Fund. The officers being felicitated are Shri R.K. Sharma, Shri Tabe Heather. The next state in this category is Maharashtra. Maharashtra is building initiatives to support startups in the disruptive sectors with easing regulation and introducing new policies. The officers being felicitated today are Shri O.P. Gupta, Dr. Ramaswamy N., Srimati Nidhi Chaudhary, Dr. Pramod Shinde, Mr. Amit Kothavre, and Mr. Vivek Mogal. The next state in this category is Meghalaya. Meghalaya is building capacities of startups working in the renewable energy and rural impact sector. From Meghalaya, the officers being felicitated are Dr. Vijay Kumar D, Srimati Isa Vanda Lalo, and Shri Praveen Bakshi. The next state in this category being felicitated is Odisha. Odisha is building a vast network of incubators and providing financial assistance to startups through launching new funds. From Odisha, the officers being felicitated are Dr. Omkar Rai, Shri Madan Mohan Mohapatra, and Shri Rashmi Ranjan Sahu. The next state in this category is Punjab. Punjab has been building capacity of ecosystem enablers through various outreach programs for ecosystem enablers. From Punjab, the officers being felicitated are Shri DPS Kharbanda, Shri Dapinder Dhillon, Shri Rakesh Kumar, Ms. Dimple Bansal, Mr. Salil Kaplash, Ms. Gurpreet Kaur, and Ms. Amanpreet Kaur. The next state in this category is Rajasthan. Rajasthan is providing end-to-end ecosystem support for entrepreneurs through establishment of incubator research and knowledge centers. From Rajasthan, officers being felicitated are Shri Tapan Kumar and Srimati Munesh Lamba. The last state in the top performers category is Telangana. The officers being felicitated from Telangana are Mr. Mahankali Srinivas Rao, Mr. Anand Rajagopal, Ms. Rashmi Pimpale, Dr. Shanta Thotam, and Mr. Pranay Kumar.
Our final and the winner category is Best Performers. This category highlights the states and union territories which have exceeded the initiatives of all other states in the ranking exercise. The all-round performance by these states and union territories have led to significant impact amongst the young and aspiring entrepreneurs throughout the country. The best performers are, big round of applause, Gujarat. First state being felicitated in this category is Gujarat. It has set up GVFL Startup Fund focusing on early stage startups and pioneering incubation programs like Startup Grow. Officers being felicitated, Shri S.J. Heather, Shri S.J. Sagale, Dr. Kuldeep Arya, Shri R.D. Barhat. Next state in this category, big round of applause for Karnataka. Karnataka's vast startup focus include launching of young entrepreneurship program for school and pre-university colleges and the Elevate Women program. Officers being felicitated are Dr. Ekrup Kaur, Srimati Meena Nagaraj, Shri Darshan HV, Ms. Archana C, Ms. Champa E, and Mr. Jayakrishna Ramesh. The next in this category, big round of applause for Kerala, instrumental in its state-of-art infrastructure and incubation facilities, including super fab labs, investor connects for startups like that of Ignite Calicut. Officers are Mr. Ashok Kurian Panjikaran, Ms. Surya Thankam, Mr. Varun, Mr. Vishal, and Mr. Prajit. Big round of applause for Tamil Nadu, best performer for its edition, establishment of Fund 10 Seed, Emerging Sector Seed Funds, SCST Startup Fund, and Innovation Voucher Program. Officers being felicitated are Thiru V. Arun Roy, Srimati Archana Patnaik, Thiru Sivara Ramanathan. From the state of Himachal Pradesh, the final one in this category is Himachal Pradesh, contributed to the startup ecosystem in building interactive digital platforms. Officers are Shri R.D. Nazim, Shri Rajesh Kumar Prajapati, Srimati Deepika Khatri. Thank you, Honorable Sir, for felicitating the states and union territories in all the above categories.
हम सभी राज्यों और केंद्र शासित स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम को मजबूत करने में योगदान दिया है. We will now hand it over to our colleagues Pravleen Kaur and Radhika Kohli to proceed for the next phase of the event.
In each edition, we launch the digital report of the National Startup Awards. The report captures the details of the winners, applications diversity, hand-holding support provided in the previous editions, and last but not the least, the efforts of our partners. We are proud to announce that for this edition of the National Startup Awards, we received startup applications from all 36 states and union territories. We hope this report will provide all stakeholders with details about the impactful innovations of our startups. We also launched the Startup India Factbook Prabhav, powering a resilient and agile Bharat for the advancement of visionary startups, which is a graphical representation of the recognized startups in the country. I would now like to request Honorable Minister, Sir, and other dignitaries on the dais to launch the digital report of the National Startup Awards 2023 and Startup India Factbook.
Thank you, sir. Finally, the time we all have been waiting for is here. We will now begin with the felicitation of all the outstanding startups who have built innovative products and solutions demonstrating measurable impact. The first category is Genesis Innovator of the Year. The category is for startups focused on disruptive technology, including deep tech, and the winner is Atsuya Technologies Private Limited. Atsuya uses state-of-the-art LOT technology to provide an easy-to-deploy and cloud-based temperature, energy, and utilities monitoring solution. Our next category is Pivot Pro Award. This category is for startups that have changed the existing business models and successfully revamped their business in the face of adversity. And the winner is Jiva Business Ventures Private Limited. The startup has built a modular insurtech platform for global insurance with fast-track deployment and seamless integration.
The next category we have is Next Gen Innovator, for which we received 131 startup applications from across the country. This category is for startups with student founders who have built innovative solutions at a young age. And the winner is Avinya Infinity Solutions Private Limited. The startup offers advanced robot and wall mounting models for efficient UV light and mist sanitization. The next category we have is Sustainability Champion, for which we received 262 startup applications from across the country. This category is for startups focused on climate change, sustainability, waste management, renewables, or allied sectors. And the winners are Eki Automation Private Limited. Eki has created a proprietary technology for completely medium-less cultivation of fruit-bearing and leafy vegetables. The next winner is Breathe Applied Sciences Private Limited. Breathe pioneers tech by converting carbon dioxide to chemicals and fuels for emission reduction. They have achieved cost-effective methanol production, showcasing a sustainable solution. The next co-winner is Greenviro Global Private Limited. The startup builds charcoal briquettes out of coconut waste, which acts as an alternate and more efficient source of wooden fuel. They've also provided employment to slum youth to collect tons of coconut wastes for this purpose.
The next category we have is Excellence in Local to Global. This category is for startups with an international consumer base, and the winner is Black Frog Technologies Private Limited. The startup has created Emvolio, a portable battery-powered medical-grade refrigerator that ensures precise temperature control over 12 hours. The next category we have is Indigenous Ingenuity Champion, where we received over 107 startup applications from across the country. The category is for startups that have been manufacturing in India, and the winner is SAF Automation Services LLP. The startup has built a battery-powered, self-propelled rescue watercraft called SAF Seas. It is remote operated and travels 10x the speed of a swimmer.
The next category we have is Rising Star Award, where we received 261 startup applications. This category is for early stage startups with growth potential. And the winners are Vivid Minds Technologies Private Limited. The company's technology, Quixie, is a no-code digital transformation platform for businesses, automating processes and app development without coding. VVP Healthcare Evolution Private Limited. The startup has built a digital writing pad for doctors called Wondrix, which includes Smart RX Paper, Patent app, and Provider app for added value.
The next category we have is Independent Trailblazer Award, where we received over 129 startup applications from across the nation. The category is for startups that have been bootstrapped since their inception, and the winners are NanoSafe Solutions Private Limited. Their innovation is to develop, manufacture, and market safe drinking water containers imbibed with microbiome-resistant technology to the underprivileged masses, as well as to people who lack point-of-use water. And the next winner is Om Paper Products Private Limited. The startup innovates with eco-friendly paper packaging for e-commerce and retail. Their key product is a 2-ply expandable corrugated mailer that is cost-efficient and tamper-proof.
The next category we have is Women-Led Innovation, where we received 450 startup applications. This category is for startups led by at least one woman director. And the winner is Autocracy Machinery Private Limited. The startup is a manufacturer of specialized construction and agricultural machinery optimized for Indian conditions. They have built machine or attachments that are able to access the far reaches of a field in shorter time span.
The next category we have is Champions of Cultural Heritage. This category is for startups preserving or proliferated textiles, art, and tourism, among others. And the winner is Country Clay OPC Private Limited. Country Clay was born out of the vision to revive the dying art of ceramic pottery in India. They have created a plastic-positive brand and produced ranges that are completely natural and free of any chemicals.
The next category we have is Social Impact Champion, where we received 142 startup applications. This category is for startups working towards social impact in healthcare, Indic language, education, livelihood, or any other allied area. And the winner is Atypical Platform Private Limited. The startup has built one of India's largest inclusive platforms that economically empowers persons with disabilities and supports corporate inclusion. The next category we have is Aero Innovate Award. This category is for startups focused on aerospace, drones, or aviation solutions. And the winner is Axial Aero Private Limited. Axial Aero has created an innovative aircraft simulation with an electromechanical platform which is low cost and lightweight. Its advanced features include simulation software, MR/VR, and motion controls.
The next category we have is Innovators for Agriculture and Animal Husbandry. This category is for startups working for adoption and promotion of innovative farming and production practices, and the winner is Krishigati Electric Bull. Krishigati pioneers climate-resilient farm mechanization with cutting-edge IP-based solution. Their vision is to empower the marginal farmer by helping them double their income.
The next category we have is Impact in Rural Areas, where we received 186 startup applications. This category is for startups creating wealth, livelihood, and improving lives through their innovations in rural areas. And the winners are SNL Innovations Private Limited. The startup has introduced a cost-effective mini-aseptic fruit processing plant to prevent on-farm wastage, which converts ripened fruit waste into pulp. The co-winner is OMSAT Technologies, which offers satellite services for groundwater management, which addresses water challenges and promotes sustainability.
The next category we have is Retail Innovator of the Year. This is for startups in retail technologies of food processing, and the winner is Connector Foods Private Limited.
The last category we have is Best Startup of the Year for the startup with aggregate highest score among all categories. And the winner is SAF Automation Services LLP. Heartiest congratulations to all our winners. This National Startup Day, we commemorate these achievements and recognitions of champion states and startups. It is a great It is our great honor to invite Honorable Minister for Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution and Textiles, Shri Piyush Goyal, to share the keynote address with us.
Very good morning to all our friends here. Ms. Sumita Daura, Special Secretary Logistics. Mr. Sanjeev, Joint Secretary, Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, also looking after the startup story in India. All the distinguished award winners who have been recognized for their innovative new ideas, new ways of doing things. Ladies and gentlemen, at the outset, my apologies, I got late coming into the program, but the fog seems to be pretty dense today, and I had thought that I doubt very much we'll land in Delhi at all. To the extent that when he finally did announce that prepare for landing, then he announced crew to take their seat, and when I heard the wheels go down, all I could see was clouds, and I was wondering what the hell is happening. I don't know whether a startup can come up with something beyond the ILS systems and sort out the problem of the airline industry today. Maybe food for thought for somebody in the room. But truly impressed to see all the wonderful ideas that you all come up with, your can-do spirit, and the fact that each one of you is making an impact on the way we work, on the way we live, on society, for the better future of all of mankind. Every one of you has been recognized today, and most of those who may not have won the award finally, but were in the race, my compliments for the wonderful work that you have done. Hearty congratulations. Your story is truly India's growth story. It is each one of you who defines the future of India. It is each one of you who will determine our journey in the Amrit Kal to become a developed nation. And I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that you will make India proud, that you will make this journey much smarter, much easier, better, fruitful, outcome-oriented. And when we talk to people across the world about the India growth story, intrinsically, they also recognize the increasing role of startups in this journey towards making India a prosperous, a developed nation by 2047. The Honorable Prime Minister, while talking of the startup ecosystem, had said, it's of the youth, by the youth, and for the youth. But I must say, age is a number, age is in the mind. I don't think that precludes anybody from engaging with new ideas, from coming up with better way of doing things. And every person, young or old, can contribute to this. The young, with the freshness of ideas, with the freshness to explore newer thoughts. People like me, as we proceed or progress in life, we can also contribute. Given the long experience that we have over the years, our experience can help us come up with newer and better ideas. So I would urge that all of us, young and old. And I was very impressed when I saw many of the states being represented by persons, I would say, my age or thereabouts. Because it clearly shows that it's not as if startup is something that we feel worried to accept, we feel worried to implement or adopt. And it's something only for the youngsters. I think everybody today feels connected with the startup ecosystem. It is our priority. And clearly, the potential that new ideas and innovation hold for the future is enormous. While speaking at Vibrant Gujarat recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had said, Bharat's priority will be new age skills, futuristic technologies, artificial intelligence, and innovation. In fact, many of you may recall that we had the Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan slogan. Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee had added Vigyan to it, Jai Vigyan. And Prime Minister Modi has added Jai Anusandhan, research and development, innovation. And I think that truly is a wholesome description of the future of India, the way we go forward. It's been an 8-year journey today. The Startup India mission was launched on this day in 2016. And I think this 8-year journey has been encaptured in one of the publications today. I hope everybody will get a chance to either pick up a hard copy or look at it digitally on the website. But this 8-year journey has been an exciting journey. It was a novelty 8 years ago. Today, it's a part of the national mainstream. In fact, it's recognized the world over, with us becoming the third largest startup ecosystem in the world. I believe we have been able to realize lakhs of dreams, lakhs of entrepreneurial ideas, so many new ways of doing things. And there are examples across the country, from a fisherman's daughter to some young girl in Kashmir. It's a journey of participation to prepare a better future for the people of India. There's so many new ideas that startups can pick up the threads from and expand. The most recent one of them was the Wed in India thought that Prime Minister Modi spoke about. I think if we come up with smarter ways to organize the entire ecosystem around a wedding, we could attract a lot of people from across the world to come and wed in India, to look at some exotic destinations, not always necessarily having all the facilities, but facilities will develop as destinations become popular. I still remember post the earthquake in Kutch, and for those who are from Gujarat, they may recall, Prime Minister Modi wanted to attract people to that area, particularly to the Rann of Kutch, which had huge tourism potential. And while it would have taken years to develop it with hotels and other facilities, he took the route of a tent city. And I'm told that it's almost impossible to get a booking in a tent in those months where the Rann of Kutch becomes a popular tourist destination. That also helps in making sure that since there's no round-the-year tourism there, we are not required to have very large investments, but can still capture the spirit or the sense of tourism that's available in the Rann of Kutch. Similarly, I remember for some of you who are from Dadra and Nagar Haveli, I'd seen a whole tent city in probably Silvasan or wherever I'd go. Where's that big fort in Dadra and Nagar Haveli? Sorry? Daman, right, just outside Daman. They showed me a whole tent city, and it was truly remarkable to see the tourists flocking to that area, both from Maharashtra and Gujarat particularly, and enjoying Daman tourism. While of course each one of you have come up with several ideas around medtech, fintech, agri-tech, the aviation sector, drones and simulators, I would think one area which is going to increasingly become important, and I'm not saying it only because of the Lakshadweep videos or photographs that you saw it, but clearly that also is an important message to the country and the people of the country that India has remarkable potential in the field of tourism. Tourism provides huge economic activity. Tourism provides huge jobs and work opportunities. Tourism has the potential to truly take a common man also into the ecosystem of tourism, because it has a variety of opportunities, variety of things that are associated with tourism, which can expand work, job, economic activity and incomes for those startups who come up with smart ideas around tourism. In fact, as each one of you, I would say the change makers of India, delve with newer ideas, we will also make tourism eco-friendly. I don't know whether there's any traction. I've not heard so far, but I won't be surprised if some of you could come up with tourist destinations or tourism packages which are sustainable tourism. At least so far I have not heard or seen anybody promoting sustainable tourism as a package. So newer ideas is what defines all of you. I think we saw some very good work in millets, for example, last year. As we celebrated the International Year of Millets, many young entrepreneurs, many innovative entrepreneurs came up with some very good products around millets and cooking very exotic meals, very delicious and nutritionally high value meals around millets. I do believe that similarly we have a lot of potential in food processing. We have a lot of potential in nutrition related products, which young boys and girls are very much attracted to these days. So I would believe there's still a long journey ahead of us when it comes to really exploiting the new ideas, new ways of doing things. Clearly, artificial intelligence is the flavor of the season. We can find traction with newer ideas around artificial intelligence. We can look at some of the ideas that each state has promoted for other states to emulate. I was seeing as the awards are being presented, every state has come up with some distinctive features which were recognized today. UP and Gujarat have dedicated policy, for example, for promoting rural startups or startups around sustainability. Gujarat and Karnataka also have startup portal accessibility features for people with who are physically challenged. So I think each one has shown us the way, and there's no harm in emulating that in our states. So we can learn from each other, we should engage with each other. Since many states are represented here, post this program I would recommend that you get to know each other better. Startups can get to know the state officials better. State officials should try to attract some of the award-winning startups to their states. Before you go, I would urge you to also have a look at the Leaders Lounge, where the G20 summit was held. It's right across this room. How did you like this place, Bharat Mandapam, by the way? Many of you must have come here first time. Does this not make you proud? This is the new India that you are all a part of. This is how we are going to define the India of tomorrow. And I would urge you all to exchange ideas, exchange thoughts, explore this whole place also. You can walk around to the gardens. I don't know if the musical fountain is on, otherwise somebody just arranged to get the musical fountains on. Have a look at the quality of exhibition halls that are available or have been set up. Go up and see the huge facilities where the leaders' dinner was held, or the auditorium where, together with the multipurpose hall and auditorium, we can hold 7,000 people in one facility. All of these are preparing India for tomorrow. We are going to have a startup Mahakumbh also in Bharat Mandapam, possibly end of March, sometime in the end of March. And I would urge states to actively participate. I would urge startups who have new products to display, new products to show to the world, new ideas to share with the world. So it's going to be the single largest conglomeration or gathering of startups anytime in India. And it will be a good opportunity for all of you to showcase your events. It will be interesting for women entrepreneurs. I hope women entrepreneurs or very, very young boys and girls are invited to participate in that with very special opportunities given to them. States should be encouraged to also showcase their startup policies for people from all across the country who will be participating to come and have a look at which is the best state to go and work with their new ideas. Of course, Yashobhumi is an equally large and beautiful facility in Dwarka, where also we have big and small conference facilities, massive exhibition halls, and collectively between the two, we are going to be hosting some of the largest exhibitions in the days to come. We have a mega textile fair, which has never been held at the level at which it's going to be held from 26th to 29th February later next month. And for those who think they have ideas which could work with the textile industry, you could consider participating over there. We have some food exhibition, we have a mobility exhibition. I saw some persons from the simulator and drone ecosystem who I think would benefit from showcasing their wares at the mobility exhibition. So this is going to be a continuous process, and the more opportunities you get to showcase your wares, I'm sure you'll be able to get better opportunities to expand your work. One idea that one of the startup awardees just mentioned to me was about getting access into the government procurement system or into the government health systems or other government related systems for startups with innovative ideas. I think it was the person who has prepared technology where anything you write on a paper can get digitized automatically. And he was mentioning about using that in government hospitals. I think it's not a bad idea to connect them to possibly All India Institute of Medical Sciences, one of the doctors or the administration there, or to one or two private hospitals also to study and recognize and assess how that can be practically put to use. What are the benefits of that? In a way, from prima facie, it looks like it can eliminate the need for a laptop to or a iPad to make your notes and digitize them. So there are lots of good ideas that all of you have offered, which were considered. I've incidentally asked the department to do 2 or 3 steps, which I hope the Startup India team will take up very seriously and very quickly. One is the sanitization of our data to know where the various startups who are registered with us are today. There may be some who may need some handholding. There may be some who registered along the way but are today in some difficulty. Can we do an outreach and can we engage with the states, since I find almost all the states are represented here? Maybe we can share the database of registered startups with the state officials, have them also do an outreach to the various startups, and with that sanitize the total data of our startup ecosystem. Simultaneously, we should look at seeing whether we can categorize the startups in different buckets: deep tech, automotive startups, textile-based startups, agri, pharma, finance, med tech. Let's try and disaggregate the data so that we can have more focused interactions, more subject-specific interactions also with them to understand their issues and concerns. That way, in the next edition of Startup Awards, we could also look at different sectors where we recognize work, innovative work. Very specifically, let's say artificial intelligence. Can we locate who's working and giving us some good ideas on AI or on deep fakes? Similarly, I would appeal to all of you and to the states who are present here to see whether all the startups who are actually coming up with innovation or using some idea to make life easier. Ultimately, everybody who's an entrepreneur is not a startup, unless they are changing the way work was happening in the past. Some uniqueness in the idea, some innovation in the idea defines a startup. Can we also make sure that we manage to get all the startups registered on the DPIIT site? That would also be a good service. We will actually know those who are engaged in the startup ecosystem, and we can start a two-way communication. And I think government should do an outreach to reach out to all those who are registered. That will encourage others also to register on the startup site. For example, GEM can reach out to all the registered startups to get them connected or registered on the GEM site, where they can offer their products. I think GEM is the government e-marketplace. It's removed a lot of the requirements for pre-qualification, like prior experience or registration fees and all for startups has been liberalized. If any more liberalization is required, I'm sure GEM will be happy to do that. Similarly, I would think on patents, we have reduced the fees for patent, copyright, trademark registration, design registration, very significantly for startups. I think it's an 80% discount. I would urge those of you who have new ideas, who think you should patent your idea or should get your brand name registered, any copyright product that you have, please do register. Fees have been reduced significantly. They are happy to handhold you. And if you still find any difficulty or any assistance, please get in touch with the Startup India team. We are happy, we are open to new ideas. I would urge all of you, wherever you find a difficulty, wherever you have some good thoughts or ideas how we can help the startup ecosystem, we are waiting to hear from you. Can we also look at mentoring? We have started an initiative in the Startup Advisory Council. We have a few well-meaning individuals who have offered to mentor new startups, particularly in the tier 3, tier 4 towns and small cities. I would urge more of you, including some state officials who are now understanding the startup ecosystem, to register on that. It's called MARG, Asta? Yes, sir. MARG, M-A-R-G. Register on that site. And for those who have been little successful or who understand this, please register on MARG and offer yourself for mentoring. And those who need mentoring, please propose what kind of mentoring you're looking for, and they will get back to you with a particular mentor. For financing also, we had started some, sorry? We had started an Investor Connect portal. For those of you who are looking for investors or whose friends in your ecosystem may be looking for investors, please connect them with the Investor Connect portal, and we'll try to reach out to you to see if some investors can be showcase your products and can help finance whatever idea that you are proposing. On our part, we are very deeply committed to supporting the startup ecosystem. There's a vast consumer market out there waiting to be tapped. Goldman Sachs recently said that they expect in the next 3 or 4 years, there'll be a 10 crore affluent India market. People with significant disposable incomes, which should provide opportunities for our startups to also expand their activities. There are newer areas in space or AI where you can expand your activities. Let us all work together to really make India and the Indian startup ecosystem even more robust. The journey ahead is very, very exciting. Let us all work together as a team, as a family. Let's transition from a emerging or a developing startup ecosystem to a developed startup system. Because as the Prime Minister said, the 21st century marks an era of India's thought leadership. Let us provide leadership to the world. I know you can do it, and together, let's take the can-do spirit forward. Let's go to the next level, and undoubtedly, success will be yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for your insightful and inspiring address. Your vision and guidance have truly enlightened our perspective for India's startup ecosystem and set a path for progressive action. We have only one more winner left to be felicitated today, which is SNL Innovations Private Limited under the category Impact in Rural Areas. I would now like to invite Mr. Sumit Jarangal, Director, DPIIT, to administer the vote of thanks and to lead the conclusion of the result declaration of State Startup Ranking and National Startup Awards.